Anaphylaxis is one such event or an emergency which can happen at any time to anything. So we physicians or pediatricians should be ready at any given point of time to deal with this emergency. So in this video we shall discuss about how to manage a patient of anaphylaxis. So what is anaphylaxis? So by definition it's a severe life-threatening IgE-mediated immediate hypersensitivity response which is often dominated by severe bronchospasm and hypotension. There can be various reasons for anaphylaxis to happen in hospital environments, mostly because of the drugs. Otherwise, food, insect bite, IV contrast or IV fluids, anything can lead to anaphylaxis reaction. To briefly narrate the clinical features, it can be as simple and mild as just an urticaria or flushing. To it can lead to severe hypertension, abdominal cramps, angioedema, laryngeal edema, requiring urgent airway securement of the airway, bradycardia, and at times, if not corrected, even cardiac arrest may happen. Onset of anaphylaxis may be immediate or delayed. Early onset occurs within minutes of exposure, whereas delayed onset is seen after 30 minutes. Late phase or biphasic reactions may occur after 8 to 12 hours of exposure. Also, duration, it usually lasts for a few minutes, but severe and protracted forms can last up to 24 to 36 hours also. Pathophysiology it results from complex immunological mechanism from IgE-mediated sudden systemic release of mast cells and basophil mediators, which leads to the above mentioned clinical features. Next few slides will briefly describe about the management of anaphylaxis reaction. Immediate or first line therapies, like any other emergencies, you have to assess an airway, whether it's open, maintainable or non-maintainable. If it is non-maintainable, one has to secure it by endotracheal intubation, then breathing and circulation and level of consciousness. So this is immediately has to be assessed, and the steps for them should be taken. Immediate intubation is essential in the presence of significant respiratory signs such as stridor, tachypnea, dyspnea, or difficulty in swallowing, as delay may increase difficulty due to progressive airway edema. In certain cases, if it is very severe, even cricothyroidotomy may be necessary for established severe edema. If there is an hypotension, head end of the patient side should be kept low for better cerebral perfusion. Also provide the patient with 100% oxygen by non-rebreathing mask, as you have seen in oxygen delivery devices. There's another video for that, to have a look. And also check blood sugar. Now the mainstay of treatment is IV epinephrine or intramuscular epinephrine. So basically injection epinephrine is available as 1:1000 solution dilution, so 1 milligram per ml is available. You have to give it in 0.01 mg per kg and maximum up to 0.3 milligram when less than 12 years, and in more than 12 years up to 0.5 milligram IM can be given. You have to repeat as necessary every 5 minutes if you do not see or there is any control of symptoms of blood pressure. Adrenaline has to be given only by IM route. Sub-Q route is not recommended as absorption may be delayed in shock states. IV adrenaline is recommended for subsequent doses or if the patient is in cardiopulmonary arrest. Establish 2 IV sites. You have to give a bolus of 0.9% normal saline by 20 ml per kg if the child is hypotensive, and one has to consider epinephrine infusion also if the blood pressure does not improve. Also, even after starting epinephrine, blood pressure is not improving, one may start pressures like dopamine or vasopressin to improve the shock. A systemic glucocorticoid such as hydrocortisone 1 mg per kg 6 hourly or methylprednisolone although not helpful in the acute phase, but it will prevent recurrent or protracted anaphylaxis. So it should be considered. After the immediate first line therapy is being instituted, second line therapies also has to be instituted, like H1 antihistaminics like diphenhydramine in the dose of 1 to 2 milligram per kg IV has to be given. Also H2 antagonists like ranitidine, which has to be given 1 milligram per kg, to be diluted in 5% dextrose to a volume of 15 to 20 ml, and it has to be given slowly over 5 minutes. If there is a bronchospasm, beta agonist nebulizations may also help. Also, if there is a stridor, adrenaline nebulization also may help. If there is a cardiopulmonary arrest during the anaphylaxis, the management is different from other forms of arrest. Second and subsequent doses of adrenaline are higher, so 0.1 to 0.2 milligram per kg or 0.1 to 0.2 ml per kg of 1:1000 solution is to be given. And you might need a lot of rapid volume expansion is also needed, as there is a lot of vasodilatation and intravascular compartment is totally empty. Also, more prolonged resuscitations may be necessary in such cases. So this was in brief about management of anaphylaxis. If there is any questions, do write below in comment section, and follow us on channel Think Media. Thank you very much for watching this video.